Okay, hey guys, back again at Self-Made, and today I'm going to take you through something that I should have done a long time ago, but I didn't, and there's a reason why I didn't, because it is boring. What am I talking about? Calves. Calves are not the most exciting thing to talk about, are they? However, we all need them, we all need to build them, and we all avoid them. Now, so today is about me explaining how I built mine up. Now, mine might not be the most impressive, but what today is about is improvement. And that is something I have made a huge amount of progress in, improving my calves. So, you know, let's say maybe 10 years ago, my calves were non-existent. Come on! I didn't have any calves, and I know the reason why now, and I fixed it way back when. The reason why I didn't have any calves, because I wasn't giving them the work that they required. Now, what does that mean? Obviously, I used to hit legs. I used to hit legs heavy. But with that, I only trained calves once a week after legs, which I'm telling you guys is nowhere near enough work for your calves to grow. So today, we're gonna learn, you know, how the calves actually work, you know, what their purpose is, but we're also gonna learn about certain exercises you can do to work them. But the main thing that you're supposed to get from this video is the fact that you need to train them consistently. So let me just explain what I mean when I say consistently. I've been training mine 4 to 5 times a week for at least 5-6 years now. Like, you know, just consistently, 5 to 6 times a week. After every session, or almost every session, I hit calves, you know, and they've grown. They've grown. I mean, there's no other way to put it. Now, I don't do a hell of a lot of exercises for calves, but it's to do with the consistency and actual work that you're doing when you train them. Okay, so before we learn about exercises for the calves, let's learn about the calves themselves. The calves are made up of the soleus and the gastrocnemius. The gastrocnemius is responsible for plantar flexing the foot at the ankle joint. Think of pressing the gas pedal. It is also responsible for flexing the legs at the knee joint. Think of lying leg curls or seated leg curls. Now, the calf's primary function is for sprinting and jumping. Okay, so I'm going to take you through a few calf exercises I typically use, the reps, the sets, and why I choose them. The seated calf machine is one of my go-to calf exercises, mainly because of its convenience. I typically start with 2 plates and work my way up each set, normally ending on about 5 or 6 plates. I try and keep the rep range between 12 to 15, and I keep this rep range regardless of how many plates I put on the bar. Most of the time when I do calves, in fact every time I do calves, is at the end of my workout. There's nothing worse than being at the end of your workout, you're done, you want to go home, and all the calf machines are being used. So if you were to hop on and do the seated calf raise like I was doing, and someone else was on it, there's an alternative you can do without having to wait for it to be free. This is what it is. So just grab yourself some dumbbells. You need some plates underneath your feet to give you enough range when you plantar flex at the ankle. With all calf exercises, I always superset. I'll find a machine to lean on and I'll do the exact number of reps without any weight. One of the main distractions from hitting calves is finding that the machines are being used by someone else. And typically, we train calves at the end of our session, so we'll be inclined to just go home. However, there are plenty of other machines you can use that aren't typically for calves, but can be used to train them. This includes the hack squat, the leg press, and the Smith machine. So I've shown you exercises that are done on calf machines that you find in the gyms. However, a lot of gyms don't have calf machines. So if you still want to hit your calves, there are a lot of other ways to do it. Here's another one. This is a way of doing the donkey calf exercise if you don't have a donkey calf machine. Set up some plates on the floor. As we spoke about, the gastrocnemius partly flexes the foot. So you're going to want some height so that you can get that full contraction, like that. You need some padding for your lower back. Put some weights on. Get something to lean on, and you're good to go. Okay, we are done. So I've basically shown you several ways that you can train your calves. Now, as I've been saying, my method is to hit it after most training days, and I basically give it a rest when they start to feel tight. So it's not that strict as in I only train them 4 times or 5 times a week. I literally train them every day as much as I can after a session until they hurt too much to train them. So, and that's worked for me. Like I said, I've been doing it for years now, and I have seen dramatic improvement in my calves. You know, it's incomparable to how it was before. Now, what you guys, just take this home. Do not give up on calves. Like, I know some of you look in the mirror and you think it's pointless. You know, your quads have grown, your arms have grown, your chest has grown, and you say your calves hasn't grown. I'm telling you, it's all down to consistency with it. Be consistent. Don't be afraid to put work in and just, you know, follow it through, and it will grow, you know. So don't give up on calves. And especially to you black guys out there who think that, oh, calves, we don't have genetics for calves. That's true. You know, we got short calves, you know. So while they might be great for performance, they don't look aesthetically pleasing, but we can still grow them, you know. I'm growing mine, you know, and it's all to do with consistency. You just have to have the patience to do it. You know, some of the clips that I've shown you are 10 years old of me back when, you know, I didn't have calves. 10 years is a long time, you know, but I'm prepared to put the work in and be patient for these things to grow. So yeah, try these exercises out, and well, what can I say? That's it. Do it.